We are back here on Carolina Women. Once again, we're here at Hilton Head Capital Partners with our friend, Miss Cathy Ulmer.
Yes,
one long name, Cathy Ulmer.
Yes, Cathy Ulmer.
You know, spring is here, but it's really been interesting. We were chatting a little bit before about, you know, what is there to talk about here in the spring?
Yeah.
And it's really the shortage of all the medicines.
It
now.
is. It's amazing. And I was just talking to one of my wholesalers the other day who's been in pharmacy for like 40 years. He's
Okay.
like, I've just never seen something like this.
So what does it mean? What does that look like?
So there's a couple of things that go into play. Like there's manufacturing. They're trying to move a lot of manufacturers back into the United States, but to do that, it's going to take a delay of making products.
Okay.
There's FDA rules that are affecting things like Adderall, which is a huge shortage.
Why
And there's
is that?
also just products,
Okay, okay.
availability.
So wait, go back to the Adderall. Why
Yeah.
would that be?
So what the FDA has decided is a good way to deal with kind of the opioid and the controlled substance abuse is to limit the number of units that each manufacturer can make in a 365 in a year.
Okay,
right?
got it. Okay.
And so what happened at the end of last year, probably with a little bit of pandemic and everything, is that production got cut by the FDA,
Got
units, and the need and number of people getting prescribed went up. So it's not like you had to apply or you have to get special permission to make more. So it kind of snowballed into like, well, we can't start production until another year comes.
So what I hear you say, and help me with this, is that because of things like the opioid crisis, everybody's taking a different look at some of these controlled substances or substances that have addictive qualities or whatever you want to call it. Okay.
Yes. So and I'm not sure I agree with it, but that's the way they're handling it.
It doesn't matter if we agree. Yeah,
and it doesn't. But at the end of the day, I mean, you're seeing kids that can't get their medications,
Gosh, I never thought about that.
And especially like special needs kids that it's not even just a like active in school kind of thing or getting their studies done. It's really just like their quality of life is being affected by it. But for us, like Adderall isn't one that we can help a whole lot with. We can just guide the patients to alternatives.
And there are a lot of alternatives.
Yes, there is.
There really are.
But for other shortages, that we can compound. So when there's a shortage of medication, we might still be able to get the powder and be able to compound it. So for some blood pressure medications that have gone on shortage, we've been able to get it and compound it in the pharmacy, make it into capsules, things like that. So
that's a huge kind of public service right now. I mean, let's say that again.
Yeah.
If you can't get your medicine, you do have the capabilities.
We do.
So talk to me a little bit about compounding, and are all compounding pharmacies created equal?
Well, I mean, no. There's different types of compounding facilities. I mean, for us, we're a non-sterile compounding facility. And then for others, there's sterile compounding. So sterile is things that are going to be injected, like injectables, solutions that, that need to be done in a special environment. So there are different types of compounding pharmacies. And one thing that we like to promote is that we make quality products, which all compounding pharmacies try to make quality products, but we've invested a lot of money in equipment to try to make them even better and to have internal and external quality control. So we send our compounds off to just make sure, like what our processes are creating good, accurate compounds. Just to make sure that my processes, that I can't say in a cream, is it consistent throughout? Is it coming out to be the right concentration? But I can send them off and somebody can help make sure those processes
this is really interesting. I'd like to talk next time you're on a little bit more about this, because I think the compounding piece is fascinating.
Yes.
And I never really realized there could be variance in the compounding. I think I'm used to an Advil is an Advil is an Advil is an Advil. But compounding, there is.
Yeah, well, I mean, also in manufactured products, there's a certain amount of error, or
margin of error. Yes.
But in compounding, I mean, we're individually making those compounds one at a time. So we want to make sure our processes are providing that same quality that you're manufacturing.
It's really interesting. It's fascinating. It's like a puzzle piece. We might have to do a field trip one day.
Yeah.
I would love to see something be made. I think that would be wonderful.
Yeah, that would be.
It's always great to see you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Stay with us. There's a whole lot more to come here on Carolina Women.